My name is Adam Porzak with Porzak Golf, taking your game to the next level and beyond. Today we're going to take a closer look in a lesson with Ben Zeiler. Benny's really coming into his own. This guy is a dear family friend, a good buddy of mine, and we just love this guy, one of the greatest young personalities out there. He's really working on keeping his hands in front of his body, the golf club in front of his hands. Specifically, keeping the club a little bit more vertical in his backswing and on plane. We had a little cameo from a couple of his close buddies and his brother in the bunker after the lesson, so you guys can take a look at that as well. Please like, comment, and subscribe and enjoy the lesson, you guys. What a great swing.
Ready to go, my man. What a great swing.
See, I just like the way you got through this swing so much better right here.
Ready to go, my man. What a great swing.
Felt more compressed too.
What a tremendous change from the top of the swing in one afternoon, right?
Yeah.
I mean, really good.
Do you find, is that a pretty common swing that most kids do, Adam? Do they like tendency to get a little bit more behind either on the backswing or downswing and stuck from the inside, more so than over the top, let's say?
Absolutely. I would say that, you know, when I bring in my older golfer, this is the move. Everything's over, right? Everything's with the shoulders, everything's over. When I bring in my juniors, typically everything's underneath. And the reason being is because of a lot of times the weight of the golf club, a lot of times their hands are too small and the grit. And
also people think here, from my perspective, kids here, because they don't hit it as far.
Right.
The older players, but they hear that if you come and drop it down inside, then it makes you hit a draw, which goes further.
Yes.
Even though that's not completely true.
No, and it's not. And here's the thing, and that's great stuff right there. I love this. Oh no, he'll be on tour. If he's not, he already has a lifetime job at the Porzak Golf. So no, Benny knows. We're tight. Benny and I are tight.
Yeah.
but here's what I would say. Is that not just an awesome swing? It's such a cool, natural move. I love what he does with his golf swing. But to finish up that statement, Gabe, a lot of juniors' hands are not big enough to grab the golf club with the traditional grip of in the fingers on the right hand. In the palm is a very common grip, very strong right hand, which shuts the club face. Now think about it. Let's work kind of from the setup down. If the hand's a little strong, the club is going to be a little shut. So what is the golfer going to naturally do? They're going to start swinging underneath to cater to their shut grip. Or because the junior golfer just keeps swinging in here, they know that grip shuts the club face, so they adjust to that. So I believe it starts typically with the hand size being a little bit too small, and then the club being a little bit heavier for them. But now with U.S. kids, I think it's pretty fair. The clubs are typically weighted correctly, which is why it turns into just a grip issue. And the golfer will swing a little bit more in to out to cater to the grip they have.
Gotcha.
So that's a big thing. When we get the guys more on top of it and get our players more on top of the golf ball, especially the young ones, that right hand has to get on top of the golf club. Otherwise, everything then gets smothered left. Yeah, I would just do that, Ben.
It was kind of just adding on from the iron, so it's just a little harder because it was a longer club.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then also in my first few lessons, I remember you saying that, going back on what you just said, just because your swing isn't right, never manipulate the face.
Yep.
And I never really understood what that meant. I kind of just went along with it. But now I understand, because if you adjust it and then your swing gets better because of your practice,
Yes.
and you don't know. It happened to me in a tournament. You're just going to either leave it out right and you're going to feel like it was a good swing, but it's just going to start right and cut.
That's right.
And if your left hand is more over the club like that, then your face is just going to come through and go left.
Absolutely. Naturally with the rotation of your body, correct?
Yeah.
So one of the things that happens, and the reason why we finish a little bit off balance on those, Ben, is, come on back behind me, bud. When my left hip goes back, what does my right shoulder do? It goes through, absolutely. So when you watch, it's a very Hogan-esque look right here. So if we keep the hands in front of the center of our body, up to the top, and we maintain that on the way down, that left pocket going back gets that right shoulder going through, and look at this, right to a balanced position right there. Okay? If we have to kind of stand up and save it, that's where that weight falls back to that back foot. Okay? So I want to see you do a little better job, my man, of just trying to rotate through the golf ball. Now, it makes sense, the driver, and the driver's a little bit longer, right? So it does get a little bit further behind you. If I was standing right here, I really want you to feel like you miss me. Go to the top of your swing and try, exactly. You need to feel a little bit more up the wall on this.
Not like that.
The wall drill would be, he'd be a great candidate for the wall drill. We know wall 6 inches behind his heels and swinging up to the top without hitting the wall. Very, very good drill that we do. Might be taking him over there in a little bit. But you hit it like that and you just say, okay, next one. Next
Can
one,
we go
please.
chip now?
Yeah, absolutely, let's go chip. Right. We guys truly hope you enjoyed our lesson with Ben. Ben's a remarkable young man, very knowledgeable about the game of golf and his own golf swing, and he's getting better by the day. Please leave any questions you have below. We'd be more than happy to answer those for you to get you guys better. Please click the link in our description and pick up your free video course. Thank you so much.